And what do I possess that is from the same year as this car?
I don't know.
My car.
Yours about as intelligent as what the car is. What year were you born?
2002.
Okay. So this car,
5 years.
1997.
Wow. And what do I possess that is from the same year as this car?
I don't know.
My car.
Yours about as intelligent as what the car is. Your BM.
Yeah, my BM is from 97.
Yeah.
So this same year as that.
Same year as your BM.
Yeah, and both are still going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this hasn't actually run yet.
No.
But it would. There's no reason for it not to. Now, this is not a standard car. I picked this up, I don't know, 6-9 months ago or something. I can't remember. I don't think the guy realised what he had.
Yeah.
He just said, old Tamiya car of some sort.
In the description.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was pretty much it. And I only paid a couple of $100 for it. And it's probably worth an awful lot more than that.
Yeah.
So this is the TA03. This is the first Tamiya car to have belt drive between the front and rear wheels. Previous on-road ones, the TA02, had shaft drive. So this is the first one. So it's got a belt between the front and rear wheels, which is common nowadays, but it wasn't back then. And it's making lots of noises too.
Yeah, I don't know if
I didn't mash the motor properly when I pulled it back out, so that's probably why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll leave that for a sec.
But I pulled that out also, which also enabled me to ID what originally this chassis was, because it's been so heavily modified that its origins were a bit shrouded in mystery. So what I wanted to look at was the internal gears.
Yeah.
These ones are white, which means that this is a TA03F Pro.
Ooh.
The white gears are fine pitch gears, like 64 pitch gears.
Yeah.
But they're not.
They're like it, but
these
they're
are
not.
These are 0.4 module. That's what Tamiya use for their fine pitch gears, which is going to make it almost impossible to find pinions to fit the bloody thing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Well, it would, except I've got a 48 pitch conversion sets that I can put in it. But that at least IDs this car as a TA03F Pro.
Yep.
It's got a lot of modifications.
I've
forgotten who made it. It's a full carbon saddle pack chassis, if you want to turn it over, Cobes. So, and as you can see underneath it, I don't think it's ever been run.
No, I was just about to say
it's never, ever been run. I forgot who made the chassis. The guy had some stickers and stuff, which I've left at home, so I don't remember who made the chassis, but it's saddle packed to take subsea NiCads, or in this case, nickel metal hydrides. These are Sanyo 3000 packs. I've tested them, and every single one of them is completely dead as.
They're just gone.
Which doesn't surprise me, but I don't care. I just wanted to have them in there to because it's appropriate for the age of the car.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of other modifications, not just the saddle pack chassis. These are genuine Tamiya servo mounts.
Yep.
But all the steering bell crank setup and everything, which is also blue alloy, is not Tamiya.
Yep.
I think that's GPM. You can tell from the color the blue is slightly different.
It is a bit darker, yeah.
So it's got those. It's got adjustable turnbuckles. These are titanium ones, which are not standard at all. It's got
green
and
sway
yellow sway bar set for the TA03, which I've got a brand new set at home anyway. So I've got options to go there should I decide to run it. It's got alloy front uprights, alloy rear uprights.
Yep.
Actually, the turnbuckles on the rear are look like they're blue, so I suspect they're not titanium. They're probably just alloy ones.
Alloy, yeah.
But the diffs inside it are the bog standard ones because you can spin them around really, really easy. You can for the TA03 you can get optional ball diffs.
Yep.
They are available sometimes, but they're a bit expensive now because they've been out of production for a long, long time.
Yeah.
The last one I bought cost me $80, which is a lot.
That's a lot for what it is. Yeah.
It's got, I'm just seeing now, it's got universals on the front. Whoever built this up originally put a lot of good stuff in it.
Yeah, really took some care in building and making this into a proper car.
And I've been umming and ahhing about whether I'm going to run this at the Retro Bash or not. I might run it, I might not. I'm a bit concerned about breaking it, which is what a lot of people are going to do. I like the idea of it's still got the original electronics, and this is a TP speed controller / receiver combined. So you can see the FET sticking up at the rear for the speed controller, and here is where the crystal goes in.
So yeah, it is a crystal.
So that just gives you an idea of, everything is legitimately old.
Wow.
So it's a cool car to have, and if I never run it, it won't matter. I've got a couple of other TA03s that don't have
nearly as much upgrades.
Although I've got a TA03 TRF.
Yeah.
Which was the first introduction of the TRF. I think that was later in I think it was past 2000 when they introduced TRF, because these gold shocks are not TRF shocks. They're just, to me, gold alloy shocks.
Right, an upgrade.
Yeah, but then came out the TA03 TRF, which moved the motor from here to here.
Yeah.
So I may run that one.
Yeah.
Because I've got all the bits for that, but
definitely something on top.
But this is a cool thing to have.
Yeah.
Just because it's
a bit of history, right?
Very few of them around, but there's a lot of TA03s around. On the Retro Bash Facebook page, there's a lot of people posting pictures of all their old cars, and I've seen a couple of TA03s this week.
Yeah.
So it's going to be strong. These will go in the pre-2000 class, which is meant for the cars like this, basically the plastic fantastic cars that were originally just plastic tubs and stuff. And there's a post-2000 class. I think the vague time frame they're going is 2000 to 2006, but because it was around 2006 where we stopped using the subsea nickel metal hydrides and started going to LiPo. So it basically is going to be, this is more a fun car, swayed towards competition, but the post-2000 cars are more competition oriented.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. It's got a Tamiya GT 23 turn motor in it.
Yep.
Brushed. Fairly reasonable motor. I've brushed, of course. So I think I'll probably end up just leaving this like it is, in with all the period correct stuff in, because it's cool. I don't know what sort of servo it is. I haven't pulled it.
It's a Futaba.
Oh, it's a Futaba.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good servo. I might pinch that and put it in.
I just looked at that before. I was like, oh, it's got a Futaba servo in there.
Oh, well done.
3003.
Yeah, you're not just here for your good looks.
No, I'm always never here for my good looks.
Oh, I don't know.
S3003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 3003 is about okay for back then.
Yeah.
So I was concerned that someone had put in a new Futaba, but no, it's an old one, so that's all right. So it's all good. It was a lucky find, this one, that I saw it, and the guy obviously didn't know what it was worth, but he's got money. I got the car. Everyone's happy.
Everyone's happy.
So I brought that in today. There's not much else out there to show in the RC world.
Yep.
Next week we should have the new Coyote shipment coming in.
Yep.
With the very much anticipated Coyote stock motors.
Yes.
The 17.5, 21.5, 10.5, and 13.5.
Yeah.
So these are all, and I had a look at the pricing on them before, and it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Very competitive.
Wow.
We've got that coming in, the new 8-scale motors, a few other things. So we're waiting on a few things to come in, and it should be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big year for Team Coyote. There's no question at that at the moment. At the moment, TOTC is running over in Thailand.
Yep.
Coyote are a main sponsor there, of course, and our main man and our close personal friend, Atsushi Hara, is running there at the moment, running a Tamiya car.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, running with the factory team with the TRF421X.
Yep.
So they've only just started qualifying today, I think. So I'll be seeing what's happening over there. Hara tends to flip between cars now. He doesn't like staying with any manufacturer anymore. He sort of uses whatever he feels like on it. I could probably get him to run this.
He might give it a run for its money.
Yeah, it might be good.
Yeah.
I've just noticed there's a switch there.
Yes.
That's possibly the dodgiest place to put us, like right next to the belt.
The belt, I know, right?
Yeah.
With the belt which rubs up against it already.
Yeah. Yeah, that ain't good. Lucky it's only going to be a display car.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening. We've got a new there's a new update Yokomo on the Works 91, which I put up some details on earlier, not on our page. I actually put it on the Vintage Bash page. They're calling it a Works kit or something like that, and it's all updates for the Works 91 as per what the factory drivers were asking for back then.
Oh, okay.
So we thought this was going to be a Works 93 kit, but it's not. It's just an update for the Works 91.
Yeah, right.
So it's got lots of things, lots of extra carbon bits and stuff like that. So no doubt we'll be getting some of that in as well. I think that's about it on the RC. Oh, and Brett's fifth scale thing. We had that up. I think we had the car up here last week. Yeah. The body shell's finished and a 12-hour marathon last Saturday.
Got it done.
I got it all done. Work. Yeah, because I was under the impression that Brett needed it for this weekend. I was wrong. He needs it for next weekend.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to do a 12-hour marathon to get it painted. It's here in the store if you want to come in and look at the thing. It is huge.
Yeah. Massive.
Ridiculously huge.
Utterly massive.
5 cans of Tamiya spray and plus airbrushing.
Yeah.
It was hard work, but it's come up pretty good. Yeah. Everyone that comes in round to the RC section is stopping to look at it and going, "My God, that's huge.
That is massive. Can I buy it?"
And then they look at the car.
Yeah,
yeah. So no one's after buy it because I think they've known
that it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's an awful lot.
It is an absolute lot.
That's in here now. Yeah, that's about it from my RC stuff.
Perfect.